How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. So today we got something a little bit special. It's some bonus content for the week. It's a massive compilation of some of the scariest YouTube videos we've ever seen. So sit back, relax and enjoy.
This video is a collage of disturbing imagery coupled with an unnerving soundtrack. It's been uploaded many times over different YouTube channels. It's said to house the spirit of a young girl named Sarah Black. Supposedly born in Ireland, Black was an occultist that could communicate with other worlds. She died after a ritual went horribly wrong. Her spirit is said to have imparted into this video. It is said that anyone who presses play is doomed and will die a slow and painful death. And it all starts with a simple headache. This clip is thought to have originated from the deep web. When it first surfaced, there were rumours that it was cursed, or that a serial killer had made it to confuse authorities about a series of murders. As time went on, viewers began noticing a series of cryptographic clues embedded within the video. Dozens of internet sleuths began analysing every frame in an effort to crack the code and find the true meaning of the video. The clip itself is very unnerving. It begins with a blue background and a play icon appears in the top right hand corner of the screen. The footage cuts to an unsteady shot of two people standing, visible only from the waist down. The resolution is low and glitchy. From there we see a blurry, faceless figure with no eyes or mouth. A room is shown. Then a series of numbers appear on screen with a strange white line that flickers among them. Next, there is a very unsettling shot of a person with no arms stumbling towards the camera. Their eyes and lips are black and distorted. It almost looks like the person is wrapped in something. Following this is a strange little animation or thermal image of a figure with liquid spewing from their head. The video continues with a montage of bizarre imagery, each scene designed to give a clue to a much larger puzzle. There are two other clips that pair with this video that add to the mystery. They're both filmed in a similar disturbing style. Some of the clues have been decoded, leading users down a series of rabbit holes. One viewer thought that the numbers that flash up pointed to an eBay listing that has long since expired. No one knows what the product was or who bought it. Others found that the numbers equated to a tiny URL that pointed to Mega Upload, a website that was seized by the FBI in 2012 for harbouring millions of illegal files. A hex ASCII string was found and deciphered which produced an email address. Anyone who emailed it received an autoresponder message that read, "Subject, I'm stuck, I'm Body, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck." The autoresponder has since stopped working. Ultimately, no one really knows what these bizarre and cryptic messages mean. Some of the clues led sleuths to maps of Half-Life 2, which left most thinking it was nothing more than an ARG, an alternate reality game. This cryptographic form of storytelling often relies on different forms of media for games to play out. Still, a lot of people are haunted by the disturbing imagery of the clips, which harks back to the original rumours. Whispers that suggested that a murderer had compiled the videos to hint at their perverse crimes. So what do you think? Is it all just a fun game, or were these videos cooked up by a deranged mind, bent on teasing the truth to something far more sinister? One of the most infamous cursed videos on the internet is titled Marina Mordegard Glezgov. While the video itself may not seem too distressing, the history behind the video is certainly enough to unsettle anyone. The full video, which for years has been extremely hard to find, shows a man, presumably the man named in the title of the video, sat alone in a room. The background of the room is red, as is the light on his face. His face is expressionless until he's seen grinning. The video then distorts his entire face, zooming in on his disturbed expression, warping the video's background. At another point, fire-like light is seen in his eyes as he gives off a decidedly demonic expression. Interestingly, while the uploader claims this to be the original version, none of these effects are seen as present in the original video as described by those who allegedly saw it. The first iteration is described as mostly the same but without the odd effects. Given the history of this cursed video, it's likely for the best that this is not actually the authentic version. Rumours describe the original as having apparently been taken down by YouTube itself, in order to spare others from some seriously harmful side effects. Because of this, the most popular versions of this video are truncated 20-second versions of the video, as yet unlinked to any odd behaviours. It's said that the original caused 153 viewers to gouge out their own eyes and mail them to YouTube HQ. According to this internet rumour, the highly distressing behaviour led to the removal of the video by YouTube shortly after. However, it's said that a YouTube employee watched the video in full before taking it down, only to live out the rest of his life under a terrible curse. To this day, no one is certain as to where the original version went and whether it still lurks somewhere in the foul depths of the internet. Perhaps it's just waiting to be unearthed, ready to unleash its curse once more. Released in 2005, this highly experimental film by Trecartin makes you wonder whether someone slipped some acid into your morning bowl of Cap'n Crunch. Supposedly, the story follows protagonist Skippy as he leaves his troubled family in search of a better life.
What do you want, son? Dad.
However, from what I can tell, it just seems to be 40 minutes of gratuitous psychedelic imagery performed by a group of art students.
Valentina, not you. I need you. Where are you going? I love you.
To the dark side, I party alone.
Either way, the production quality is undeniably creepy and wholly unsettling. This is some unsettling footage that is perfectly at home in the weird side of YouTube. It was uploaded to a channel called Devon Raymond back in 2007. Some say it's the voice of a ghost or demon caught on camera. The uploader stated they were exploring an allegedly haunted house with a group or association. However, due to legal reasons, they're unable to give specifics on who they are or what they were doing. In the clip, you can see a cameraman exploring a dark room. They're using a torch to light up their surroundings and notice an old red box fixed to the wall. It looks like it once held a fire hose or extinguisher of some kind. As they open the box, a strange voice can be heard. At first it just sounds like a mumbling of sorts. However, if you slow it down and clean the audio up a little, it sounds like a voice says, "I have the body of a pig," followed by a grunting noise. The urban explorers stated that they didn't hear anything during their time in the room. It wasn't until they re-watched the footage that they heard the bizarre sound. In the world of paranormal investigations, strange sound bites are often captured when exploring haunted locations. They're commonly referred to as electronic voice phenomena, or EVP. Experts believe these strange bits of sound are spirits communicating, either intentionally or unintentionally. Often, sound recordings captured by so-called ghost hunters are indecipherable blips that hardly prove anything. However, this recording is extremely clear. "I have the body of a pig" is such an unnerving statement. It's all at once intriguing, chilling, confounding, and inexplicable. It has an otherworldly quality to it that makes you think you might actually be hearing the words of a demon. The clip is not without its detractors. Many have stated the anonymity of the video is its downfall. The location is undisclosed and no one's ever come forward to give credibility to the recording. It could quite easily just be a dubbed soundbite played over some eerie footage. Either way, watching this video is an undeniably creepy experience. one that continues to irk you the more you think about it. Is it just a fake, or is this genuine evidence of a demonic entity? This is an unsettling montage that was uploaded to the weird side of YouTube way back in 2006. It's a stitched together collection of old cartoons backed by an incredibly unnerving soundscape. The video begins with an announcement that reads, "In the year 2571, a video cassette tape was found in a pile of rubble on the ruins of a certain blue planet. What you're about to witness will not be the contents of the aforementioned cassette. This is an entirely different recording." This bizarre message serves to confuse the viewer as they're launched into a psychedelic horror show. Agonized screaming is dubbed over the entire piece. It sounds as though a young boy is being tortured, which is in stark juxtaposition to the cartoon visuals. The end result is an anxiety-fueled creation that isn't easy to watch. When the video was first released, a rumour began circulating that the video was evidence to a terrible crime. It was thought that the original cassette was found deep inside a forest in Japan. One forum suggested that the audio was recorded during a vicious murder where a Japanese student was abducted by two unknown assailants. However, it was later revealed that the montage was created in 2001 for an art competition called Destination Imagination. The creators Michael Robinson and Jason Kovac took the unsettling screaming soundbite from a 1972 movie titled A Cry From Within. So even though it was made for an art project, this has still got to be one of the creepiest YouTube videos ever made. Not a lot is known about this channel other than it's been posting bizarre videos since 2016. They post consistently one video per month, with each video counting down to 2:32 AM. So far it's unclear what the channel is about, but the overall arc seems to follow the kidnapping and slow torture of an unknown person. The distorted soundscape and striking visuals create an uneasy feeling. The content gets under your skin without relying heavily on gore or grotesque imagery, but instead a slow burning fear of the unknown takes hold. The use of sound and great editing builds anxiety, leaving you fearful yet curious as to what it's all about. I'd recommend checking this horror channel out all alone in a dark room at exactly 2:32 AM. The true origin of blankroomsoup.avi has been a topic of hot debate for many years. It first surfaced online sometime around 2005, and it was thought to have originated on the dark web. Some speculated that it might have been a torture video, while others suggested it was probably just a very strange performance piece. In 2015, YouTuber Rainbot decided to dive deeper into the mystery of Blank Room Soup, and made some rather unsettling discoveries. She managed to track the video to an old Daily Motion account under the name of Ray Ray TV. The account featured several videos of the same characters performing in various situations, yet none of the clips seemed to have the same sinister overtone. The Blank Room Soup video was also there, but it was accompanied by a strange caption that read, "A clip of people who look like us doing something to someone that we would never do, we promise." After some further digging, Rainbot also discovered that the characters, who were known as Ray Ray, had been created by a man named Raymond Percy, a successful animator who had since worked on several popular television shows and films, including The Simpsons, Frozen, and Wreck-It Ralph. In an effort to finally get to the bottom of the Blank Room Soup mystery, she decided to email Percy. He responded, telling her that he originally created the characters as a way of dealing with his feelings of loneliness and isolation that he was experiencing at the time. The Ray Ray characters enjoyed success and went on to tour across the US and even performed internationally. However, one night during a performance in LA, several of the costumes were stolen. A few weeks later, Percy received an email that included an attachment. It was the Blank Room soup video. The strangest part was that the characters seen in the clip moved and acted exactly like they were supposed to. They all had the right mannerisms, something that took trained actors weeks to perfect. So who was playing the characters in the film? Were they past members of the original show, or had they been watching and studying the characters' moves in secret? To this day, nobody knows. This Japanese Kleenex commercial is said to be cursed. It shows a young woman sitting on straw next to a baby dressed as a Japanese ogre. The ominous song It's a Fine Day by Jane and Barton plays in the background. Allegedly, the film crew who made this commercial all died in strange circumstances. Sure, the ad is off-putting but nothing extreme. However, things go a little strange when you watch the commercial at exactly midnight. People say it becomes distorted and crashes the YouTube player.
It's going to be a fine day.
YouTuber Shrouded Hand claims that an anonymous viewer sent him this recording. Firstly, the viewer watches the video prior to midnight and all is normal.
It's a fine day, people open windows.
Then they wait till exactly midnight and hit play. The commercial plays as normal for a few seconds before some kind of interference seems to set in. The audio slows down and visual glitches flicker on the screen. A set of eerie black eyes are shown before the player crashes altogether. Shrouded Hand has said that when they first received the file, all power was cut to the house as soon as they finished watching the video. Even the laptop, which would normally turn to battery power, turned off. What do you think? Is this video really cursed, or is it just a series of well set up hoaxes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. This is just one of many videos uploaded to YouTube as part of the channel Meat Sleep Archives, a channel dedicated to preserving the original works of a channel called Meat Sleep. Over the years, the Meat Sleep channel has gathered thousands of subscribers. The central figure, someone going by the online moniker Meat, has been confusing and scaring people for quite some years. Although the channel as a whole seems to be comprised of at least 11 users, all hailing from different parts of the world. The videos are highly disturbing in nature, many depicting violent acts such as kidnapping, stalking and cannibalism, and are not for the faint of heart. Dedicated viewers of the channel have many theories as to the video uploaders' identities, as well as the origins of the videos. Some believe the videos to have originated from a prank gone wrong, while others believe the disturbing nature of the content to have spawned from Meat himself, deeming him a likely serial killer and cannibal. Over the years, the channel uploaded 91 videos that were taken down and replaced with a singular video entitled No More, as though the channel themselves made an effort to put an end to the disturbing content of their videos. Since then, however, the channel seems to have completely vanished, giving spawn to countless copycat channels. The channel Meat Sleep Archives made sure to back up the original videos and has uploaded them so that fans may continue analysing them. This disturbing found footage video titled Ingrate depicts a dank basement of an unknown location. The voice, perhaps that of Meat himself, assures an unknown person that he has cleaned her, and reminds the person over and over that they live there now.
You live here. I took you and I keep you warm.
Disorienting shots of the basement show a bottle of bleach, a filthy shower, and an ominous black bag about the size of a human body.
You live here. You are ungrateful.
The rest of the video carries on in a similar fashion, drawing in potential new Meat conspiracy theorists bent on discovering the true intentions of the man behind the channel. Those who are a fan of highly disturbing content and willing to put in the work to discover the identity and intentions of the entities behind such disturbing videos will likely enjoy going through the archives of Meat content and forming their own theories, as these are some of the creepiest videos on the internet.
You live here. I give you a home.
Nana825763 is a very unsettling YouTube channel from Japan. Created by a person only known as Pirapito, they've been posting videos for over a decade, almost since YouTube first began. There is very little information available on Pirapito. No one seems to know who they are and they've never shown their face on camera. There is, however, a fairly active Twitter account associated with the channel. The videos mainly consist of collages of stop-motion photography and other digital elements. Tense music and disturbing imagery is flashed on screen to an unnerving effect. The channel also sporadically posts videos about an ant colony, which only deepens the creep factor. Their most popular video, posted 9 years ago, is called Username 666. It shows a screen capture of someone using YouTube. After refreshing a channel called 666, weird things start to happen. Before long, it appears that the computer becomes infected with a demonic virus. The visuals gradually get more intense as graphic imagery flashes up. Eventually, it looks as though a hand reaches out of the screen before it cuts to an out-of-service test pattern. To date, this video has had over 10 million views. No list of creepy internet videos would be complete without this very strange and unsettling clip. Uploaded to Creepyblog's YouTube channel in April 2009, the video shows an android named Tara in a small living room singing the words, "I feel fantastic, hey hey hey," over and over again. No one is certain of the video's origins. At one point, the footage cuts to a shot of a backyard, leading some to suggest that the android might have been created by a serial killer, and this could be where he buried his victims. Some even speculated that the android herself might be dressed in the clothes of the killer's last mark. It's thought that the android sings "I feel fantastic" because that's what the murderer wanted his victims to say in their final moments. Creepier still, halfway through the song, the verse changes to "Please leave, run, run, run." The video's mystery deepens with the cryptic description given alongside the clip. It mentions a sculptor named Pygmalion who became disgusted with women, and so decided to use his skills to create himself a perfect companion. This gave birth to rumours that Tara's creator may have actually murdered his own wife or girlfriend and built the singing robot in her likeness. Someone eventually traced the story back to an old website named Android World, which credits a man named John Bergerson as the creator of Tara. However, he hasn't been active online for more than 10 years, leading to further speculation that Tara the android might have become sentient, turned on her creator and murdered him. This extremely disturbing video has been floating around the depths of the internet for a few years. It is said that a deranged woman created the video. Anyone who broke her heart would be tortured. She would keep her victims captive, documenting their descent into madness. Each murder added one by one to this video compilation. It is said that ruthless experiments were carried out on her victims, the poor souls left in agony for weeks before dying. 11B-X-1371, also known as the Plague Doctor video, is one of the few unsolved internet mysteries to immediately catch the attention of authorities. In this cryptic and frightening video, one of the most powerful people in the world was directly threatened, leading to an immediate response from police. The video appeared on a tech blog in 2015. It's a 2-minute black and white video featuring a mysterious figure in a Plague Doctor mask and a long robe. In the video, the figure paces around in what appears to be a rundown, abandoned building. In the background, there's a jarring buzzing noise. There are some trees visible through the windows, suggesting it's near a forest. The figure holds up his hand, revealing a light that blinks with no discernible pattern. While the video itself is creepy enough, viewers found even more encrypted in the video. The hidden elements are truly horrifying, depicting mutilated bodies and torture scenes. However, the element that got authorities interested was hidden in the video's soundtrack. The phrase, "kill the president," was heard in the sound's encryption. Many believed then President of the US, Barack Obama, to be in danger from the video's creators. Authorities attempted to locate the person who posted the video, Parker Wright. Although traces of a user with the same name were found all over the internet, no one was able to link the accounts to a real person, even after Wright began to promise and deliver a sequel video containing even more cryptic clues. He has since promised to continue delivering clues until the mystery is solved. Many users and police tried to crack the code of the video, but the clues were just too numerous and too bizarre. President Obama's time in office has since ended without incident, but that hasn't stopped internet sleuths from continuing their attempts to decipher the video's series of cryptic clues. This clip is an audio representation of what it would be like to experience auditory hallucinations.
So stupid. Look at you.
It was designed by a mental health outreach worker based on feedback from clients who are managing schizophrenia, bipolar, and other mental health disorders.
For communication and investment, coffee futures at 23% investment. I have to have Claudia Schiffer effect style corporate coffee futures and professional design future concept.
For the optimal experience, use headphones. This is what it could be like to have voices inside your head.
She knows.
Yes, look away quick.
Sometime around 2006, a video surfaced online that purported to show a television broadcast hijacking. The footage, which came to be known as the Wyoming incident, was supposedly taken from a broadcast from a local channel that served several smaller communities in the county of Niobrara, Wyoming. The clip consists of a series of disembodied heads and faces, along with several unnerving and cryptic phrases like, "You cannot hide forever," and "We stand at your door." Several of the Niobrara residents who saw the transmission were said to have experienced unusual physical reactions, including headaches and nausea. Some also reported experiencing intense hallucinations and even temporary memory loss. Some locals thought the broadcast came from a supernatural origin. However, it was analysed by scientists who theorised that the symptoms may have been caused by the auditory frequency embedded in the video. It's believed that the frequency range, which is between 17 and 19 Hz, may have caused the eyes of the viewer to subtly vibrate, inducing hallucinations. To this day, the Wyoming incident remains a mystery, and all attempts to identify the hacker have been unsuccessful. Allegedly, this video titled WPKEPKW inexplicably disappears from YouTube's search results. Sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. Word has spread around the internet that the video is cursed. Some say it's of a person right before they die. Others say it's a government mind control video gone horribly wrong. The video shows what appears to be a blurred out face. Some distorted sounds vibrate throughout, giving the viewer a sense of unease. People who watch it say they experience mood swings, anxiety, and depression. Some even claim they've become suicidal after watching the video. Viewers have reported that the video stays with them. Images of the video flash up on their computers and phones while browsing the internet. One such experience was documented by a YouTube channel called IE Wire. It began when a friend told them about the supposed cursed YouTube video. After watching it, they experienced some side effects. The image kept appearing on their computer. As they became increasingly frightened, the image would flash on screen. They became so shaken with anxiety that they were forced to delete all traces of the video and never searched for it ever again. This channel, which started in December 2013, regularly live streams, but all it shows is a man creepily smiling at the camera. That's right, the star of the show, Benjamin Bennett, sits and stares at the camera for 4 hours at a time. He doesn't move or say anything. To date, he's made 275 videos, all 4 hours long, just staring and smiling. Apart from the ominous smile, the creepiest thing to have happened on the channel occurred live on stream on November 24, 2014. While Bennett sits and stares, you can hear some strange noises coming from somewhere in the house. According to an interview with Vice, Bennett claims his housemate was out at work all day. Gradually, you hear the noises get louder and louder, footsteps coming up the stairs. Then, at the 2-hour 36 mark, someone opens the door and says hello.
Hello?
Bizarrely, Bennett doesn't react to the intruder. He just sits and stares, most likely giving the uninvited guest more of a fright in return. Imagine breaking into a house and seeing a guy sitting and staring at a camera. Bennett later reported that his front door had been kicked in and there was in fact a robber in the house at the time.
Hello?
YouTube channel JZSD14ME posted this rather convincing video from a televised sign-off in the 1960s. The poster alleges that this is genuine footage from a broadcast in the United States, showing subliminal messages that have been embedded throughout the national anthem. At first, it's a little confusing as to what's actually happening. The subtitles at the very bottom are put there deliberately by the poster to help interpret the embedded subliminal messages. Look closely as the words to the national anthem dissipate. You can see hypnotic statements. When the footage is slowed down, the messages become obvious. It begins. Trust us, the government. God is real, God is watching. Believe in government God. Rebellion is not tolerated. Obey, consume, obey, consume. Trust in the US government. It repeats itself, then ends with, by Ultra, by Naomi. Worship, consume, believe, obey. MK Naomi is often reported as MK Ultra's successor, a program ran by the CIA in the 1950s and 60s. The often illegal experiments were conducted on humans to identify drugs and procedures used for mind control. The program used US and Canadian citizens as unwitting test subjects. Drugs such as LSD and other chemicals were administered without consent. Other tactics such as sensory deprivation, hypnosis and torture, including physical, sexual and mental abuse, were deployed in these atrocious experiments. Could this video be more evidence of MK Ultra seeking to stupefy the masses into unquestioning obedience? This video uses a backing track that was used by the US forces during the Vietnam War. It was part of a propaganda campaign to scare the Viet Cong away from their posts.
Các bạn tin tôi phải về.
The theory behind this creepy audio is the Vietnamese belief that if a person dies without a proper burial, their soul is forced to wander aimlessly in pain and suffering. So the US engineers crafted a series of distorted recordings that emulated wandering spirits calling out from the darkness. It was designed to unnerve the enemy and force them to flee their ground. First appearing online around 2007, The Hand Thing is a video that feels like something out of a feverish nightmare. It starts as a strange figure approaches the front door to a house and asks someone named Shay if they're still doing the hand thing. The footage then cuts to someone sitting on the couch clapping their wooden hands together. The guest then begins to mimic her movements as the two clap their hands over and over again. The quick video cuts, unusual angles and fast claps create a sense of real uneasiness for the viewer, almost as though parts of the clip have been sped up. The video is the work of performance artist Eric Fournier and includes his character creation Shay St. John. Described as a model, St. John was said to have suffered a major car accident, which resulted in the loss of her arms and legs. In an effort to hide her deformities, she now wears a mask and wig as well as donning a pair of wooden hands. This unusual character appeared in several videos until Fournier's death in February 2010. This scary video was uploaded to Shimmy Jim Hogg's YouTube channel in February 2014. The uploader claims that they were trying to film what they thought was an animal in their house when they captured some sort of alien or non-human life form. They said that they contacted the police and reported an intruder in their home, but that no evidence of a break-in could be found. The police searched for fingerprints in the bedroom and bathroom, however there was no trace of the mysterious invader. When the video was first uploaded, many viewers attempted to identify the figure. Some thought it was an alien, while others suggested that it might have been some sort of monster, possibly even the Rake. As the footage is brief, it's difficult to pass judgment on what the creature actually is. However, it definitely appears to be humanoid and seems to have glowing eyes. While it's possible that it could simply be a prank, it's undeniable that there's something very mysterious and eerie about the way the figure moves. What do you think this YouTuber has captured lurking in their house in the middle of the night? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. This very unsettling YouTube clip began circulating in 2014. It's fairly hard to describe, so it's probably best we just watch a little bit. This version's been edited to be extra creepy, with dubbed sound and overlaid visual effects. The original, titled Transfiguration, is actually by a performance artist named Olivier de Sagazan. The first iteration of the piece appeared in 2001, but has since been in constant change, as the artist seeks to challenge the viewer in new ways. You can see the artist smear clay and other materials onto their face. They scream and moan and writhe about. If you haven't seen this clip before, it's definitely worth a watch. I'll put a link in the description box below. So this urban legend began as a creepypasta called suicidemouse.avi. Many thought the cursed video didn't exist until it surfaced on YouTube in 2012. The episode shows Mickey walking down a city street looped over. It has a really unsettling soundtrack. It's an out-of-tune piano played in an awful way that gives off a sense of dread, like something bad is about to happen. Poor Mickey walks the streets with a solemn look on his face, far from his usual cheery self. Progressively, the visuals become more and more erratic. The film begins to look like it's burning in the projector. Soon a woman's screams can be heard. As the screaming gets louder, Mickey seems to revel in the chaos as a smile cracks on his face. Eventually, a Russian phrase is displayed on screen that roughly translates as, "The sights of hell bring its viewers back in." The story goes that this is a long-lost episode of Mickey Mouse from the 1930s. When it was first discovered, an editor was assigned to review the footage. They say after watching it just once, it became so maddening for the man that he ran out of the studio yelling, "Real suffering is not known." Since then, viewers have reported feelings of dread and anxiety. Some say they've had panic attacks soon after watching the video. Others claim they've had suicidal thoughts. Who Wants to Gnaw on Human Bones is a short video that was uploaded to Treat for Beast's YouTube channel in September 2009. It starts by showing a close-up of a bizarre figure with a painted face. All the while, an unsettling tune repeats over and over in the background. It sounds like a distorted voice saying the words, "Who wants to gnaw on human bones?" The video then cuts to the figure dancing and running through the wilderness. Their costume appears to be little more than a pink sheet with an upside-down bucket for a head. While this video doesn't have a creepy backstory like many of the others do on this list, it's the deadpan expression on the character's face, coupled with the joyful way it moves, that evokes a heightened sense of uneasiness from the viewer. It's almost as if the figure itself is reveling in the thought of actually gnawing on human bones as it plays and dances in the field. This one is off the charts creepy. The channel is called Ben's Playhouse. It first began uploading videos in 2013. Many people have analysed this channel and have come up with various theories. Some think it's an elaborate alternate reality game filled with clues to find and rabbit holes to go down. Others have come to the conclusion that it's the workings of a mentally deranged man that captures people for fun. The first video uploaded to the channel is called Bathtub. The next two videos, Best Friend and Happy Clown, show distorted imagery with heavily edited sound. One shows someone lurching towards the camera, the other a clown in a dark room. Following these videos, a clip called Campfire was uploaded on January 6th, 2013. It shows a lump of something burning in a fire with an ominous figure watching on in the background. The following day, another clip was uploaded called Cowboy. This shows a dark room with someone wearing a cow mask on all fours crawling around the room. Following this, the channel went silent for 2 years, no uploads, nothing. Then on January 17, 2015, things got even more creepy. A video appeared titled New Friend. It shows someone being filmed down a long hallway. It appears to be in an abandoned building. In the description of the video is a link to a Vine account. The account is run by someone called Colin Henson. The first few Vines are arbitrary, but soon the man named Colin begins talking about exploring an old mental asylum.
An abandoned mental facility. Oh, that door's open. Should I go in? Should I not go in?
Some clips later, we see him walking down a long abandoned hallway that looks eerily similar to the one seen on Ben's Playhouse. From there, the two accounts intertwine with each other. It's as though Ben has control over Colin's Vine account and begins posting videos. Following this, the two accounts document a slip into madness. It's as though Ben is tormenting Colin, forcing him to play strange hide-and-seek games. Again, the channel goes silent. This time it doesn't post for 9 months. Then, on October 2015, a video titled Update is uploaded. It's an innocuous video showing someone on a plane. One YouTuber by the name of Clockwork of Madness noted that the person on the plane is wearing the same clothes Colin was wearing in his initial vines.
Time to go on a stroll around the neighborhood.
The final 2 videos uploaded to Ben's Playhouse are some of the most chilling. The clip called Lady in Red shows someone walking around a supermarket filming. The person filming hones in on a lady wearing red and begins to follow her. The clip ends with the man jumping into the back of the car of the lady in red as she takes her shopping trolley back. He lies there waiting, filming in the back of the car, then the footage cuts to black. The last video uploaded to the channel is called Sandman. It has a distorted version of Mr. Sandman playing in the background and shows a man walking through a house filming. Upstairs, we see a young girl in the shower before the video ends. In the description of the video, there is a phone number. I haven't called it myself, but people in the comments section said it goes to Colin Henson's message bank. Others have said if you text the number, a reply says,
I look forward to playing with you.
This video depicts a mock activation of the emergency alert system in the United States.
This message is transmitted at the request of the United States Office of Civil Defense.
This is what residents of Los Angeles would see on their televisions if a long-range nuclear missile has been detected.
All residents within a 400-mile radius of this area should seek a fallout shelter immediately. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks.
It's designed to cut all regular radio and TV broadcasts to alert citizens of an immediate, massive-scale disaster event.
Take a battery-powered radio and all essential supplies with you to the fallout shelter.
This creepy video first appeared online in 2012. It shows a man insanely laughing as a classical tune plays in the background. While the video itself is creepy, it's the story behind it that truly makes it chilling. On the evening of February 9th, 2004, a university student named Maura Murray disappeared after crashing her car into a snowbank on Route 112 in Woodsville, New Hampshire. When a local resident stopped to help Murray, she asked him not to call the police as AAA was already on its way. The resident continued home, but despite what Murray had told him, decided to call the police anyway. The police arrived on the scene sometime later, however they were unable to locate Murray. Inside her vehicle they discovered makeup and jewellery as well as driving directions to Vermont. Her debit and credit cards were gone, as too was her cell phone. Prior to her disappearance, Murray had been acting rather strangely. She had crashed her father's car, was found crying at work, and had emailed her work supervisor and university professors telling them that she was taking a week off to deal with a non-existent family emergency. A subsequent investigation of her online history also revealed that she had searched for directions to the Berkshires in Burlington, Vermont. Due to the nature of her disappearance, Murray was initially treated as a missing person. However, in 2009, the New Hampshire Cold Case Division listed her disappearance as suspicious. Despite the police's findings, Murray's father stated that he believed his daughter was most likely abducted by some dirtbag on Route 112. The chilling thing is, this video of the sinister man laughing was posted to YouTube under the name Mr. 112 Dirtbag. It was one of a series of videos that viewers thought may have contained clues to Murray's whereabouts. Despite this, the authorities were unable to find any evidence linking the uploader with the disappearance of the university student. To this day, the case of Maura Murray remains unsolved. In 2009, YouTuber Thomas Rengstorff posted a strange video showing his latest animatronic creation. Little did he know the disturbing figure would take the internet by storm, earning a place in the Nightmare Hall of Fame. The animatronic is modelled to look like the late pop star Michael Jackson. It moves in time with music that plays in the background. However, as the song plays and the animatronic figure's differently sized eyes stare into the camera, you can hear the distinct sounds of a man screaming. There's also an eerie voice speaking incomprehensibly. Videos and stories of the creation spread like wildfire. The animatronic figure was eventually named El Ini Ayawaki, an intentional misspelling of Annie Are You Okay, which is a popular lyric from Jackson's song Smooth Criminal. The lore claims that the hideous Ayawaki might appear in your bedroom, always at around 3 AM. The quiet of the night would be shattered by a sound resembling Jackson's iconic hee hee. The infamy of Ayawaki led to other videos, comics, and memes. The most famous is this supposedly cursed video shared by YouTuber Van Az. The video shows a creature with Ayawaki's face atop a pair of long legs clad in loose black pants. The creature has no torso, neck, or arms. It walks up a set of stairs and then begins dancing manically. The muffled Spanish narration tells the story of a man coming across a Michael Jackson CD lying in the street. After playing the CD, he goes insane and is committed to an asylum. Some say the video is cursed, and that watching it even just once could induce panic disorders, anxiety, and deep feelings of existential dread. There's even rumours of people slipping into a permanent state of psychosis.
Now, if you're enjoying our longer compilations, then check out that one on the top there. Otherwise, there's a massive paranormal playlist here you can binge on for hours and hours. Leave us a comment down below, pulverize that thumbs up button as usual. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.